there's the bird feeder that I built there last year, and the only thing that I've added since then was I just put some of this protective coating that you would use to go on wires, and I'll show you that in a minute a little bit better. And the only other thing I did was, you see the tape here? Well, I originally had 4 holes, so I only have the 2 holes. And take a look and see how much of the sunflowers that I use during the winter for the birds is in here. And what was the reason for using this? Well, if I didn't, then they'd be kicking it all off to the side, and a lot of it was just going on the ground. And of course they eat it off of the ground as well, but when it snows a lot, well, a lot of it gets buried underneath the snow, right? So I do use just the small sunflowers, not the big ones. If you take a look here, it's only the small black sunflower seeds, and I buy 2 50-pound bags, and that usually lasts me for the winter. And then we'll take a look over here at the suet, and this is what I go for right here on the suet feeder, and I'll show you what I use for suet. Now I get these at the dollar store for $4 each for one of these, and they're good to have as well, and the birds love these. And I'll show you the exact, well, you get different flavors. I'll show you the 2 flavors as well. Well, I just want to show you first the loom, and this is just plastic loom you would get at most automotive supply places. And this is the one that I originally went with, but I am going to go with the thicker model. And this is the 1 inch, and it'll raise it a little bit more as well. But this is the feeder here. If you want to know how to make a real low-cost feeder that's not made of wood, it's not going to deteriorate, it doesn't get plugged up, very easy to fill up, and this lasts me about a week to feed the birds. And I've got millions of birds around here. And I'll put a link down below if you want to make one of these. Very inexpensive, very low maintenance, low cost, and well, it comes, you got to get a pizza tray for it. And I think it's a good design. And for this one here, you know, for $4, well, there it is right on the back. There's the tag right there. $4 from our dollar store up here. These are terrific. And what do I use? Well, I'll show you here. This is the product here itself. I have no affiliation with products on my channel. You guys that follow me a long time know that. I'm not selling anything. I'm just showing you what I do. And here's the other one here. And of course, different flavors, right? So this one here, and this one here, the only difference is this one here has got peanuts in it, and it's just, well, the birds go crazy over this stuff. And they're hanging off of there, as you can see in the pictures, and they love this. And I go through 1 a week. And you know, this is $1 for me, right? So I mean, I couldn't care less if it cost me 30 bucks for the season, right? And the seed for the whole season is about $30 as well. I pay $15. Well, I think it's a 40-pound bag or a 50-pound bag. It's close to it. I quite enjoy feeding birds in the wintertime. I think it's a good thing to do. And out of all the bird seed that I've tried over the years, the small sunflower seeds are the best, as what I can see. And you know, it's amazing to watch these birds, how they can just, you know, pick them up with their beak, tear it apart, and get to the inside what they want. Of course, they don't eat the shells on the outside. Neither do we, right? And I mean, just for those that don't know, but yeah. If you guys want to check out building a nice bird feeder for your, you know, for your birds, this is a very easy one to make. And for you that are thinking about feeding birds in the wintertime, well, what I like to do is I make sure if I start feeding them in the fall, I make sure I feed them right straight through to the spring. But no, I do not feed them all year round. After the spring comes, I stop feeding again until about the end of September. So thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe and watch some more interesting things and interesting projects that you can build yourself, just like this bird feeder.